What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Diecast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Shout out to all of our returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you. And welcome to any first-time viewers or new subscribers to the channel. Welcome. Today, set up in the parking lot at Tiny Town, we have some members of the Japan Historics Car Culture series. So, up to this point, there's been 4 that were released. The black 510 Advan wagon. This was Japan Historics 1. So I've just pulled out one of each of the previous 4 series that were kind of my favorites in the set. This one is killer. Japan Historics 2. By far the 510 in silver was my favorite. This is a beautiful deco on this one. You got the BRE stripes on there, kind of like a ghost stripe. Nice silver paint with the stripes. Excellent. Beautiful. Japan Historics 3, my favorite was definitely the R30. This one has been given the wheel swap treatment with some bearing wheels. So excellent. This is a beautiful deco. The only other time we've seen the R30 is in the silhouette. And then in Japan Historics 4, of course, my favorite was the Honda, the little Civic hatchback. This one has been just given a wheel swap treatment with just some rail riders, nothing too crazy. Sick. Excellent little deco on that too. So, today we're going to be taking a look at, boom, Japan Historics 5. This is obviously my favorite casting out of this mix, but I will be collecting the whole set. So, we'll turn around and take a look at what's in this set. So we get the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR Liberty Walk. We get the Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno. We get the 77 Toyota Celica, a Datsun 620, and of course the 88 Honda CRX. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's tear into these and get into our review. First up in the series, boom, the Skyline 2000 GTR Liberty Walk. This is the 3rd time I believe we've seen this casting in premium. We got the baby blue Liberty Walk Team Transport, and then we also got a white version with black over fenders in the Nissan box set, the second one. So to my knowledge, if I remember correctly, this is the 3rd time in premium. We have seen it a couple times in mainline as well. This deco is excellent. There's a lot of flake in that blue. Look at that. That's crazy. But I do like the blue color. Very nice. I love the Watanabe style wheels in gold. Excellent touch. I do like the fact that the over fenders are painted the same color as the body. You can see the rivets for the over fenders really well on this casting. They did a great job with that. Door handle detail is really good. There's some texture there as well as paint to differentiate, and then you can see a little indentation of a keyhole there. Interior on this one isn't too crazy, just some basic texture detail, no cage, no tampos or anything like that. We'll turn around and take a look at the rear. The rear is very simple on this car. You just get 2 red lights in the back, spot for a license plate, but nothing printed on there. Duckbill spoiler is nice. We'll turn around and take a look at the front. We get nice tampoed up headlights on this one, and I do love the accents here on the oil cooler that comes down on the front fascia. So you've got the lines running to and from. That's excellent. And then you get a nice large kind of front lip down here on the bottom. So excellent detail. You get more detail, some texture detail up here on the hood as well as up here on the cowl. So excellent. Absolutely love it. This one is dual riveted, no hook casting on this guy. Next up, boom, number 2 in the series, the Toyota Sprinter Trueno. This is about maybe the third or fourth time we've seen this casting in premium. The original white casting, that was kind of like a Panda Trueno. We've had the silver casting in Fast and Furious. There is a red Transport that's just starting to drop with a premium Sprinter Trueno. And there may be one or two other releases that I'm missing. But ultimately, this is a very, very nice deco for this car. Accurate with the black front and rear bumper for the time period. Again, we get the Watanabe style wheels on this one, which are an excellent wheel for this car. I'd like to see maybe something a little bit different than gray, maybe a black face polished lip on this one, but not the end of the world. Door handle detail looks really good on this casting as well. There's some texture to it as well as paint, and then you get a little raised bump there for the keyhole. Gas cap detail looks really good as well. Interior on this one, again, nothing too serious. I do love the fact that we got a carbon fiber hood on this one. On the original white Panda Trueno, they just gave it a black hood. It didn't have actual carbon fiber print, so I'm glad that they came with the carbon fiber on this one. We'll take a look at that headlight tampo detail. Looks excellent. Turn signals down here on the front bumper, and usually they say Trueno down there in the grill. I don't think this one says it. Can't tell if that's the light. Mirrors on the casting, of course, we've had this casting for quite a while now. Turn around and take a look at the rear, and we get nice tempoed up tail lights, your reverse light, brake light, turn signal, and looks like the license plate says ouch. So not sure what that's about. Some raised bump here for a keyhole detail. Exhaust detail on this one is decent, and this is a dual rivet casting, not a hook casting. Excellent. I love this deco. This is a nice deco. Next up, number 3. Boom. The 77 Toyota Celica. This is sick. So we've seen a 72 Toyota Celica that I believe was in Japan Historics 4, if I'm not mistaken. This is the first time we've seen the 77. This is an excellent casting. Love the flake in the gray paint there. Beautiful. You got the louvers here on the back window, which are correct. Would have liked to maybe seen those in black instead of clear, but the rear louvers would be correct for the time period on this car. Watanabe style wheels again, so this time they gave it like a gunmetal gray to match the paint. Not the worst wheel in the world, but you know, that's kind of strange that the first 3 castings all have the same wheel. So turn around and take a look at the rear. We get some really nice tampoed up tail lights, your reverse light, brake, and then blinker, and then you get your GT badge with keyhole detail there in the middle. Exhaust detail looks okay, nothing too crazy. You do get a nice chrome rear bumper with a spot for the rear license plate, even though there's nothing printed. Look at this side. You do get a Celica badge here on the quarter panel, as well as a red reflector and an amber reflector up front. Take a look at the front, and we get tampoed up headlights, nothing too crazy. Nice chrome front grille, chrome front bumper. Turn signals tampoed up down here underneath, and then a nice large kind of splitter / front lip down here. And they did give us mirrors on this casting, which are up on the hood. And we do get some venting detail as well. Not cut open, obviously, but good texture detail to it. Good texture detail up here on the cowl with the windshield wipers as well. Take a quick look inside. Again, nothing too crazy. Very, very similar interior to the Skyline that we looked at first. No steering wheel detail, just the blob steering wheel in there. No cage or anything like that either. Sick. Next up, number 4. Boom. The Datsun 620. This is gangster. Pretty sure we've seen a Datsun 620 in premium before. Somebody is going to have to remind me down in the comments what series it came in. It might have been in a different Japan Historics. The BRE was a Datsun Sunny in the Boulevard set. I can't exactly remember where we've seen this, but I feel like we've seen this in premium before. I do love the tan paint on this one. You've got your Datsun branding up here on the front fender. You've got the black over fenders, which are an excellent touch, and then you can see the rivet details really nicely there. They're not painted, but there's really good texture detail, and they're indented to show that. Watanabe wheels again, so that is 4 castings out of this set, all with Watanabes. To be honest with you, they fit the period of cars, so I'm really not mad that they're all the same, but I do find that kind of strange. Door handle detail looks good. There is texture there, and there is some black paint to differentiate. Some venting here on the rear of the cab. Interior detail, nothing crazy. Steering wheel, shifter, some texture detail, but no cage, paint, or anything like that. Plain bed on the inside of there. You do get your wheel well detail there. We'll take a look at the rear. You get the nice Datsun print across the rear bumper. Not only is each letter painted, but it is raised, so there's good texture detail there. And then you get some nice tail light detail down here with your reverse lights also, and then a spot for a rear license plate. We'll take a look at the front. Beautiful tampoed up headlights. I love the X on the high beams there. That's sick. Great touch. Black painted grille, and then you get that again extended front lip down here. Mirrors on the casting and good cowl detail as well. Doesn't look like we get any windshield wiper detail in this one, but good texture here on the cowl. So this is sick. Actually really feeling this one. Beautiful. And last but certainly not least, number 5 in the set, boom, the Honda CRX. Yes, sir. This is the first time we've seen this car in premium. We've seen it in mainline several times. There was the Walmart set with the all black full deco headlight and tail light. Obviously, this was a super treasure hunt as well. And then we've seen it in the Hot Ones series. So we've seen the CRX casting several times, but this is the first time in premium. Beautiful silver deco on this one. I do love the painted door moldings down the side, which is accurate to the year in the car. Gas cap detail looks really good. Door handle detail looks really good. Texture, and there's some cutout underneath. Interior detail, again, nothing too crazy. No cage, anything like that. Just some decent texture detail down in there. I don't know if I care for the fan blade wheels. Personally, I think 10 millimeters are a little bit big for this car. I think they could put 8s on here and it would still look really good. I do have a CRX that I swapped with 8 millimeter wheels, and it really looks, it gives it a much lower, more aggressive stance. We'll turn around and take a look at the rear. Your CRX print there in the middle of the tail light, and then your Honda badge there. On real CRXs, this black piece right here is actually glass. You can actually see through it. 88 CRX on the license plate with your dual exhaust. That's accurate. The tampoed up taillights look great though. Good detail. Your brake light, turn signal, all of that. This one is also going to be dual riveted, no hook casting here. We'll take a look at the front. Beautiful tampoed up headlights. You get your Honda badge there in the middle. Tampos are nice and straight. Side markers look good. You got your turn signals down here on the front bumper with that black molding all the way around the front bumper. Excellent. And then you get the black lower piece on the front bumper, which again is accurate, as would be the rear and the side skirts. So beautiful, beautiful car. Mirrors on the casting. I think the original one had mirrors, so there wouldn't be any change there. And then we do get some windshield wiper nozzle detail on the hood, as well as some windshield wiper detail there on the glass. So excellent. Guys, let me know down in the comments what you thought about Japan Historics 5 that we looked at today. I don't know that I would say it's one of the best Japan Historics, but it does have some classic cars with some really, really nice decos. I'm happy to add all of them. The Celica is a brand new casting as a whole. The CRX is going to be a brand new casting as a premium. Pretty sure we've seen the 620 as a premium before, and then of course the Skyline and the AE86 we've seen as premiums before as well. So let me know down in the comments what you thought. This set was found in stores. It was found at my local Kroger affiliate. My buddy Alex was able to come across some, and he stashed a set for me. I was asleep at the time when he called, but he was able to stash a set. I was able to go by and pick those up for retail. So if you have a Kroger affiliate in your city, keep an eye out. I don't know if they're actually hitting or if this was an accident, but keep an eye out because that's where I was able to pull these from. So super bonus finding them this early and then also being able to find them in stores. The chase on this one is going to be the gold Datsun 510 wagon. So if you do find this, keep an eye out for that. It's the first series of 2026, and so they're doing the gold chases now instead of the black. So keep an eye out for that when you're out looking. Guys, if you haven't already, please don't forget to smash that like button. We appreciate you tuning in, sharing your time with us. Again, we can try to keep bringing you the newest stuff as we get it. And we'll keep banging these videos out for you. So thanks again, and we'll see you guys soon on the next one. One love.